Hey, how you guys doing today? I'm looking for my light. I thought my light was on, and I'm like, I'm very dark in here. Okay. So real quick, a few things I'm going to show right now. I got asked to show. One is for our mixed media piece that we're doing. We're going to be doing snowflakes. Now, you may be able to go out and afford to buy your own, you know, snowflakes or scrapbooking snowflakes or stickers or whatever, and I think that's great. If you can't and you're stuck at home, you know, or you can't leave, you know, your bed or your couch and, you know, the whole deal, I'm going to show you how to make them out of printer paper. They're not going to be perfect, but they're going to be, you know, I mean, it's going to be able to be, you know, you have your own snowflakes and to glue on your background, and you don't have to worry about spending money or leaving the house or not being able to do this project. And, you know, and if you want to do, I'm using printer paper, but if you want to use cardstock or different color cardstock, or when you're done with your, like once we do a couple of these and add them on, I'm going to use a little glitter and glue. You can use stickles. You can use glue, glitter glue. You can use whatever you want. But what you want to do is take a piece of printer paper. And with your printer paper, you want it to be a square. Now, I do everything because I'm very, and this isn't printer paper underneath. But what you basically want to do is bend your paper, whatever paper you're using, and you want it to be a square, a full, you know, equal square. So you can measure it, whatever, but I would fold it and I would open it up and see where we're at, and then I would cut this bottom piece off. See that piece? So when you open it, now let's see, I'll fold this backwards so you guys can get a better look. And you can measure it, you can put it in your cutter and cut it, you know, you can do whatever. But you just want a basic square, okay? And that extra bit on your printer paper, or, and you can see mine's much smaller because I did not measure or do anything. I did it by eye, and then I had to trim a little bit here or there. But basically, this is what you want. So the point of it is when you go down to the next corner, you want it to be completely, you know, squared up so you don't have these extra edges on the edge. If you do like that, you can do like I did, and I just cut them off because I'm not very, you know, no snowflakes are alike, and I'm not here to win a competition. However, you can take your ruler and measure and make sure all the sizes are equal. I think that's fantastic. If you have the patience to do that, I myself do not. So let's see where we're at here. This is about 9.5 across. This is, and I know it only takes a second. This is not even. So we would probably make it 8 by 8. So I would take my pencil, if I were going to do this correctly, here's 8. And I would mark there. And I would know that, and if I have a cutter, which I do over there, you know, one of the cutters, you put your paper in and cut. Otherwise, you can have your whole paper open, and we're going to do 8 by 8. Take your ruler, take it down, do a line, so we know to cut down that line, okay? And then we know to go this way, down 8, which would be here, and then we would cut, we would do our line the same way, and then when we cut it, so this is a good way for you to do it. It's very quick. It's just I'm lazy. And then you would cut off that extra. Always save like that piece that you see down there. This piece could be thrown away, but this piece right here, save it, because maybe if my camera was really on what I was doing, you guys would be able to see. Save this because we can stamp on it, we can color it, we can do all kinds of fun things with it. Throw this little piece away unless you want to save it. And then you have your square paper, so when you go down to your corner, you bring your corner down to meet your other corner, you know, corner to corner. You want it as perfect as possible. And then when you go to fold it, you got is the perfect square and the perfect triangle. if that makes sense to you. So, I mean, it takes only a second to measure it. My butt is just lazy. So, here's my 2. This is cardstock. This is printer paper. So, it doesn't matter what you use. So, now what we're going to do is, once you have it, okay, here's our square looking at you. And you're going to take this top corner and take it down here and then press it really good. And that's what I did here. Then you're going to fold it in half. So we're going to take it over to the next corner. On this one, we're going to take it over. And you want the corners to match up the best you can. I mean, I'm not perfect and I'm not into like, you know, everything being perfectly straight. But, you know, just match that corner up the best you can and then seal it down. And take your ruler or the end of your scissors and give it, I do have one of those bone folders, but I don't have it here. But use the end of your scissors. You just want to make it, you know, have that good fold. So now you see where we're at. Okay. This is the smaller one. This is the bigger one. Okay. So now here comes the harder part. You want to take this, let's start with the side closest to you. And we want to make this go in thirds. So we only want this to like, I mean, it's really much more simpler than, it's because my hands aren't working very well. But I want it to be in thirds. So I want to hit that corner a little bit on the top. And then I want to press it down and take my scissors and kind of go like that. So you see, I pushed that one over way too far. It's really, like, let me do it on the smaller one first. Let me move down some. I know, it's like teaching the blind here. Okay, so you see how I have this? Okay, so we have our paper folded like that. I will take this piece and I will fold it like this, like so it goes to the half point. So this will go to the half point of this paper. I was doing it right. It's just this cardstock is much harder when your hands don't want to work that well. So I suggest printer paper. It's not impossible with cardstock. It's just a little bit, you know, funkier. So you see how we are? We're with our, this is our printer, very thin paper, and this is our cardstock. Next, you want to open it back up. And you want to take your other part and do the same thing. So then we're going to turn it so it's our angle, the part we're folding, and we're going to fold it the same way. So it only goes, see how we have here, and then this goes over it. So we have ours folded here, and then this goes over it. So we folded our first piece over, remember, got our half piece, turn it over, take this next piece and fold it over. And then take your scissors or your bone folder, hammer, whatever you have to. Paper's a little thicker. That's our cardstock right here. And then this is our, so you see, you get the same thing. This one's smaller. It's the the computer paper, and this one is cardstock. So you're basically getting the same thing. Now, what you can do to make your, some people don't do this. They don't like to do this. This is where you can experiment and figure out how you want to make your snowflakes. See this line right here where we folded? Remember, we had our 3 folds. We folded our one over and then the other one over. People go where this line is right here and they cut that bottom part off. Okay, so now you just have it flat. Now, here's our seam, you know, where everything is combined, and here's where we're opened. So then you go in and just start making cuts. You know, like you can go in the bottom here and just take your scissors. You can take little, if you have like punches, you know, or whatever to make different shapes. And just go in and just start cutting out. If you want on the top, you can take that little circle off, and just go in and make, you know, do different shapes. Doesn't matter how big, how small. It's just to make, you know, you can make little V's. And this is going to take me much longer than I can show you how to play around with these on the video. But like I said, if you just use your printer paper and just sit and play around, yeah, you could cut in the back a little bit, make a little. You just don't want to cut all that back off because that's what's going to hold you together. And I'm just cutting little ovals and whatnot, and you know, trying to make a little designs. You might, if you have a smaller pair of scissors, you can use that. I'll put a little something in here, just a little V. All right. Okay, so this isn't going to be the most beautiful snowflake, but remember, all snowflakes are different, and we do not discriminate against them. Maybe I'll do little squiggles up here or something. Like I said, it's all in your, you know, whatever designs. You can really be fancy, and my gosh, the stuff that you can cut to make snowflakes. But I'm just trying to show you guys basic that we can use on our thing. So you don't have to worry about not having, you know, stickers or anything like that. So then we're just going to open it up and hope that I didn't make a complete fool out of myself, which I have many times. And here she goes, and here she goes. And this is my, look how cool. That is my snowflake, peeps. And look how simple that was. And that is out of the, printer paper, you know, the very thin that I always say, you know, oh, you know, you can use your printer paper if you want, but if you don't. But here we have these, you know, so even if you make, now these are big, obviously. Now you can make 2 of them if you want, and we can put them on the background, or you can even make smaller ones. Don't do an 8x8, do a 4x4 piece of paper, fold it and cut it, and you'll get even smaller ones. So that's something to think about. Now this is our one that we did with our cardstock, and I'm going to cut it the same. Cut that bottom part off. And let's just do some, this is a little bit harder to cut, but I'm going to do some, just very big, very fast cuts, so I don't waste too much time, but you guys will get the idea. Every snowflake will look different. Do a deep triangle there. Let's see how we're going. All right. Let's just see what we got going on here. Just to see the difference. And we open it, unfold it. And these are bigger. Like I said, do 4x4s. You know, 4 inches by 4 inches, and you'll get the smaller ones. And I probably will end up doing that for mine, or do the smaller ones. I like to show you guys bigger on screen so you guys can, on video, so you guys can see. And then look, you get a different one. So this is with cardstock. Like I said, you know, it's hard to cut. If you have printer paper, I would definitely use printer paper. You know, this is the way to go. This is cardstock, but, you know, like to make in your house, you know what I mean? To make these. Now, if you want to make these lay flat and you want to lay them in, you know, hang them in your house and like get them all glittered up and shiny and all that fancy stuff. I would take like a damp rag, lay it over top of it, or your ironing rag and take your iron and just iron over it with a little bit of steam, and it'll straighten it all out and have it lay flat. Either one. But I mean, how simple. And this is, let's see if we can do this real quick. Let's do a 4x4 just to show. This is 4 that way. Can't. We have to do a 3x3 because it's not wide enough. So we'll do a 3x3. No big deal. And again, you just mark it and where you want it cut. I'm not the straightest girl in the world. Put the one piece off it. You can get a couple of these out of there. Let's see if we can do it with this small. I'm sure you can. But you just go corner to corner. Then corner to corner. And that's what I love about this is that it the computer paper, printer paper is just so much easier to fold, especially when it's smaller like this. Now we got it all folded. We're gonna cut our edge off. And you probably use smaller scissors than I'm using there. But then kind of go in and just do, plus it helps if your scissors are sharp, doesn't it? And this is 3x3, remember? And I'm just cutting random circles and stuff. Nothing, I'm not even sitting and thinking about it. I'm just trying to show you guys, you know, how cool it can be. And depending on your scissor skills, all the better. And then we'll open him up. And look how cute! So that's kind of like the size you want. 4x4, 3x3. I'd probably stick 3x. I like the 3x3 size. Let me see on the canvas. But like I said, you can definitely do, you know, whatever size you want. Yeah, I'd do 3x3 or 4x4. And then you can get a few of these and we can glue them down and then, you know, you know, sparkle them up. Or if you want to do a couple big ones, do a couple big ones. Because it's going to go in the background, so it's up to you. So I wanted to show you how to do your own little snowflakes. Very easy, very simple. There's no, you know, right or wrong way. Because you see, as long as you fold it the way I showed you, you get, you know, all kinds of different sizes. And then you get your little snowflake. How pretty. So that'll go on that. Now, I don't want to keep you guys here forever, so I'll probably do just another video. I'm going to do another video on lips. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on the lips and do a different video because I don't want to, this is already 18 minutes for snowflakes. But I wanted to give you guys, you know, an idea on what to do for our Christmas mixed media piece for people who do not have the funds to go out and buy stickers or scrapbook paper. Again, you guys can email me. I can send you, email you scrapbook paper. A couple of you have sent me your email address. Let me look real quick. Give me 1 second to see her name because there's a woman that I had sent all the papers to, and I got back that her, has to be this one, her email isn't valid. So I want to say her name on here in case she watches it. So she's aware, and then maybe can send me another one. Molly Warren, I sent you all this stuff, and it got sent back to me saying that the email didn't exist. So if you could send me your email again, or maybe see if you got it and it was just a glitch, let me know. And or if there's another place I can send it to, just let me know, and I will gladly do so. But I did send you everything, and they all got brought back, sent back to me saying that it didn't exist. So please get in touch with me, and I will gladly resend them. So that's it. So that's the snowflake thing, and I hope that helps you guys out, because I know a lot of you are concerned. Please be kind to each other. You never know what journey somebody else is. Just, oh my God, I was looking at my sidebar, and I saw journal and stuff like that, and I went, my mind, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And as always, keep the questions coming. I keep the emails coming. I love reading them every morning. I am blessed beyond belief. Thank you guys so much. I hope you had a great holiday, and I shall see you soon. Bye, guys.